Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to sunny Veterans Park in Hastings, Minnesota for this afternoon's game between the Hastings Hawks and the Prescott Pirates. We are working to get that scoreboard bug corrected. Bruce doing a little bit of troubleshooting over here for me as we've got Gavin Oddman set to take the hill against Justin Severson, center fielder and leadoff batter for the Pirates this afternoon. First pitch is outside. Catcher Nick Brandt is behind the plate, completing the battery today. (1-0), cut and a miss, strike one. Strike called on the inside corner, so Oddman working ahead. Hawks, as you may be able to see a little bit on the broadcast, wearing a new jersey look today. It's more of a t-shirt type jersey, forest green with some gold lettering and trim. Looks really light and thin for a hot afternoon. So I'm sure that's pretty comfortable out there. These two teams matched up in Prescott last week, and a strike three called outside corner. So Oddman gets off to a good start, strikes out Severson looking. That's going to bring up Joaquin McGee, left fielder. As I was saying, over in Prescott a week ago today, I believe, the Pirates came away with a 4-2 decision over the Hawks. Haven't played the Pirates in a couple years, getting a new home-and-home series going. Hopefully we can keep this continuing. Makes a pretty natural matchup for Rivertown days, honestly. Been a pretty good crowd filling in. Strike one across to McGee. That is rolled over to shortstop. Throw across and one away. That's Benny Teglin playing over at second base today, number 6. So Teglin going around the Hawks infield as that first pitch is fouled off to Barrett Temmers. Going around the Hawks infield, we've got Johnny Teglin over at first base, Benny Teglin over at second, Max Kaplan at shortstop, and over at third base, Evan Krinn. As that is another one-hop liner over to second base. Benny over to Johnny, and 2 straight putouts on a Teglin Brothers connection, and a 1-2-3 inning for Gavin Oddman in the top of the first. The Pirates go down in order. Bottom of the first coming up. We'll be right back. All right, back at you for the bottom of the first inning. We're working on getting that score bug up and Adam for you, sorry, and the music turned off at the same time. As Jacko takes low and away, ball one. As we speak, Bruce Karnick is on the phone with the big pinky, trying to see if we can get our score and inning bug going. But in the meantime, I'll try to keep you updated as well as possible. Scoreless ball game, bottom of the first inning. Jack Selesky, first batter to come to the plate and is now ahead 0-2 of the Prescott pitcher Dylan Gaussman, number 11. And he walks Jack on 4 pitches, so good start for the Hawks.
Now batting number 15, first baseman Kane Sheehan.
First pitch to Kane Sheehan, number 15. Right fielder today is in there for a strike. And there's a cut and a miss off speed, 0-2. Gaussman to the set, tries to come back to that off speed and drop it back in there again, but too high that tie. Maybe around the zone a little bit, 1-2. That is popped up into short center field. Could be trouble, and it is going to be. It's going to land in front of the center fielder. Jack playing it just right will step into second base in front of the throw in. Just kind of up into no man's land from Sheehan. He gets a Texas League single. So first and second now. Still nobody out for the Hawks here. Bottom first. Max Kaplan going to get his first AB of the afternoon. First pitch to him is high and away, ball one. And that one is going to get away from the catcher. Kind of, I think it crossed him up a little bit. Was breaking down and into the left-handed batter, Kaplan, and just kind of caught the catcher on his thigh a little bit there and skipped away from him, enough for both runners to advance. Second and third now, nobody out. And down and in, and 3-0 to Kaplan. And that one catches the knees. Late call from the umpire. Max was getting ready to throw his bat away, but umpire makes the call, says that was high enough. 3-1 is nipped foul at the plate. That'll fill the count. Johnny Teglin waiting on deck will go over and grab that ball, throw it back towards the Hawks dugout. And cut and a miss, strike 3. So after getting ahead 3-0, Kaplan strikes out swinging, leaving the runners at second and third. And that'll bring up Johnny Teglin.
Now batting number 10, left fielder Johnny Teglin.
Hawks got the first 2 batters to second and third. Good chance to put up a crooked number early, but Gaussman gets a big strikeout there. And that pitch is going to get away and far enough back to the backstop that Selesky's going to slide in safely, and the Hawks have got the first run of the ball game on a wild pitch. Plenty of room back to the backstop behind the catcher here at Vets. Makes it easier than at a lot of places to advance if you've got decent speed. So Jack getting home, sliding pretty well before. And that's a little looper into right field by Johnny Teglin, and that's going to score the second run of the ball game. Nice bit of hitting by Johnny, who's been hitting well this year, just going with it and shooting it out to right field, getting an RBI, and putting a crooked number up for the Hawks in the first inning. Sheehan scored on the play. Reaching that little Texas leaguer earlier. 2-0 Hawks. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner on first. Pitched down and in. Nice block by the catcher Timmons. 1-0. That one is hit out to center field by Brandt. That's carrying, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Coming around second in the stop sign put up by Sean Madsen as Brandt will jog into second with a well-struck double.
Applebee's double of the game. So like I said, we're trying to figure out how to get you guys those tickets to do the drawing for a $25 gift ticket to Applebee's here. Amy's going to bring everybody a ticket.
Thank you, Amy Kaiser. Nice enough to bring some Applebee's tickets around for that Applebee's double. That's going to bring up Evan Krinn with a chance to bring even a bigger inning for the Hawks. Prescott is playing pretty far back. Doesn't look like they're coming all the way in to cut down the run here, so. One-0 to Krinn is on the outside corner, 1-1. Just gets enough of the plate. Hawks have 2 in already and 2 more in scoring position. 1 out, bottom of the first inning. That's down and away to Evan. Kind of one of the few constant veteran presences in the Hawks lineup as Ev throws the bat away, but umpire says not so fast, young man. That was caught the corner, 3-2. So payoff pitch coming to Krinn, and it's a little chopper foul. It's going to roll towards the Hawks dugout. That's fouled straight back to the backstop. Another payoff pitch is going to be coming to Evan Krinn here in just a second. Selesky and Sheehan already in for the Hawks in the bottom of the first after a 1-2-3 inning pitched by Oddman to start the game. And that one just misses outside. Good leave by Evan Krinn there as that just went around the strike zone, and that's going to load him up for Taylor Pagel.
Now at the plate, number 31, the DH, Taylor Pagel.
So Pagel, who just caught 7 innings for the Hastings Hurricanes with a chance to do some damage here, getting a little easier game today, sitting on the bench and DHing for Gavin Oddman. And that takes it, just nicks the outside corner, 0-2. Runners are in at the corners now, playing about halfway in the middle infield, looking for that double play. And there is a roller over to shortstop, and that's going to get past the shortstop. 1 run is going to score. We were talking double play, and Pagel gave him a tailor-made double play ball, and the shortstop cannot handle it. It's Brody Block out there, and another run scored. Pagel will get the RBI there on the fielder's choice, but reaching on the error. Everybody else moves up a bag. And here's Benny Tegland. And that catches the outside corner, strike 1. So 3-0 Hawks. Still only 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning, and 2-1 now to Benny Tegland. Hawks have already sent 8 men to the plate. That one just nicks the outside corner, 2-2. And there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Tegland is retired for the second out of the inning.
Your next batter, number 21, right fielder, Dennis Reinhardt Jr.
So here comes Dennis Reinhardt, batting in the 9 spot and playing in left field. Dennis, kind of another veteran presence along with Evans, kind of been the most consistently present vets in the lineup this year. Dennis has had a few starts this year, a couple of really nice starts. A couple of them are on TV. That Hampton game particularly, 7-inning shutout, 10-0 win for the Hawks. 1-1 coming to Dennis. And there's a swing and a miss, strike two. Out in left field today, you can kind of put him in either corner outfield spot, put him at second base. He's seen him catch a few times. And there is a liner up the middle and through for a base hit. One run is going to score, and Kryn is going to beat the throw home. 2-run single from Wisconsin All-Star Dennis Reinhardt, and 5 runs on the board in the first for the Hawks.
Now batting number 3, center fielder Jack Selesky.
So that's going to turn it over to Selesky, who started the game with a walk and come around to score. 5-0 already for the Hawks here in the first inning. Just a programming note here, folks. We are going to pause this broadcast, I believe, in between innings after this half inning to see if we can get that score bug fixed and get the score and the outs and strikes all up there for you. So if you lose a stream, go ahead and enter right back in a few seconds, and hopefully we'll be right back with you. 1-2 to Jack Selesky. That's followed back to the screen. Count holds. And down and away, 2-2. That's just fisted foul. Nobody's going to get to that. It's actually going to get over the fence and land right in the Pirates bullpen, actually.
$1 foul ball reward courtesy of the Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
2-2 to Selesky, 2 outs. Hawks have 5 in already at the bottom of the first. That's fouled off to the right.
Double them up. That could be $2 for somebody. Bring it over concessions. Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
5 runs on 4 hits and 1 Pirates error so far. Umpire, I think, may have had to go to get a couple extra baseballs after a few foul balls here. And now we're ready to go. 2-2 is skied to short center field. Coming in hard and making the catch is going to be the center fielder. That is Severson out there. And the Hawks are done in the first. But they put up 5 big runs to get off to a great start. We'll be back for you, hopefully with a fixed scoreboard in a minute.
In the hole for the Pirates, Kemmers on deck. Austin, your next batter, number 0, Brady Block.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Hopefully you're able to find us again, as Bruce, as you can see, has fixed the scoreboard. Thank you very much, Bruce. Just getting used to some of our new setups over here. Trying to bring a nicer viewing experience to everybody. We also have a lot of fun doing it as well. So after a 1-2-3 top of the first in a long time sitting down, Gavin Oddman will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Pirates order. First pitch is to Brady Block. He did go at it, and strike 1. And breaking ball hangs high, 1-1.
That's a city ordinance, not my rule.
That's tapped foul at the plate, 1-2. High and tight, 2-2. That is fouled off to the right. Count holds 2-2.
Ball is going to make a quick detour back to concessions for $1, courtesy of the Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
Two pitch is grounded to third. Evan Crin throws across to Johnny Teglin, and there's one away. Evan may have double clutched it in his glove a little bit, but stayed calm and made a strong throw across.
Next batter, number 11.
Actually, that's Kane Sheehan at 15 at first base. I don't know if we've changed some things around because I had some things differently. I don't know exactly what we've switched up, but Kane is at first base. I had him in right field earlier. And in any event, one away. First pitch is skied to right center field. And putting it away out there is Dennis Reinhardt out in, he's in right field, which I had him in left. So there's a lot of things kind of we're still figuring out here.
Now by number 22, Brody Temmers.
Two quick outs for Oddman. Here's Brody Temmers, the catcher. Big cut and a miss and an off speed, 0-1. That's a good looking pitch right on the outside corner. Kind of the highest outermost part of the plate, and umpire's been kind of given that both ways. There's a swing and a miss, strike three. Good inning for Gavin Oddman. Does exactly what you want out of him after the Hawks put up a big number in the bottom of the first. Goes 1, 2, 3 and puts the Hawks right back at bat and the Pirates right back in the field. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning in just a minute. All right, we're back. Everybody's favorite between inning music, the twinkling pianos there. number D. I don't hit that very often, but Rivertown Days, the River Rumble. Hawks with a 5-0 lead, looking for more in the bottom of the second inning.
First baseman Kane Sheehan.
I believe the Hurricanes beat the Millers from somewhere, 11-5. Minneapolis Millers might have been. First pitch to Sheehan is down low for a ball. Believe it was 11-5. Nick Horsch pitched a couple innings in that game. The skipper, Sean Madsen, had a couple of hits and some really good-looking base running out there, taking a couple extra bags, except for the time that he forgot to start early on a 3-2 count. We won't, it's little things. It's the fundamentals there, Skip, as strike one to Sheehan. High and tight, 2-1. That one's right across the outside corner, 2-2 to Sheehan. Newer addition to the Hawks, definitely more excited, very excited about his pitching arm as well. Another left-handed arm, looked pretty good in his outing over in Prescott. I think he may have taken the loss, but it was that was a little liner right up the middle for a base hit. So after getting a little bloop Texas League single in the first inning, laces one, just kind of ticked off the pitcher's glove and over the infielders into center field. So Hawks start the second inning with a base runner. Here's Max Kaplan, who struck out in the first, 0 for 1. Up high, ball 1. Yeah, Kaplan, the 19-year-old kid, "Run Around Sue" by Dion is his walk-up music. We just always thought that was I always thought that was an interesting one too. Obviously, a story behind it for him, as Bruce and Derek were just discussing it over there, which got me thinking about it. 1-1 to Cap. Perhaps a tribute to somebody. And that is down low 2-1, or maybe he's just a fan of like early '60s kind of, that sort of genre. He's like a 19-year-old kid. That one is fouled off to the left.
Someone's going to work for that $1 courtesy of the Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
That one might have been into the woods. Yep, 2-2, as Bruce said. Somebody's going to have to work hard to find that foul ball. Youngster out there in the crowd today. And that one is just kind of takes it the other way and fights it into left field for a base hit. Another good piece of hitting for the Hawks today. It's the kind of ABs you like to see, guys going the other way and like, hey, man, it's great to hit a homer, but moving things along, if you see a pitch you know you can handle, nothing wrong with that either. So Johnny Teglin up next, singled in a run and came around to score in that big 5-run first. Takes this pitch inside, ball 1. That is hit in the air to right field. Not particularly deep. Tagging and heading to third is going to be Sheehan. So good base running there by Kane, getting into scoring position with only 1 out.
Now batting number 23, Nick Brandt.
Johnny just got under that one a little bit. Pretty routine fly ball. Right fielder had to move to his right about 15, 20 steps and put it away pretty easily. Here's Brandt, who hit a sharp double over the center fielder's head his first time up. Came around to score. That's outside, 2-0. There's a cut and a miss, 2-1. Ran into pitch. Runner goes from first. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is not going to be in time. So Kaplan takes second base. Hawks didn't have any chicanery on with the runner on third. Just a straight steal by Cap, it looks like. 2 runners in scoring position, though, now for Brandt. No more double play opportunity as that is outside. Full count. Popped up. First baseman is going into foul territory, and he will catch it about 3 steps in the outfield. And coming for home, heads up play by Sheehan as the first baseman who caught it was napping a little bit over there. And, yeah, just a little popped fly, probably about 5 steps into the outfield grass and 2 steps into foul territory, and kind of pulled in by first, but didn't quickly move to get the ball in, and Sheehan scores. So it's going to be a very short sacrifice fly for Nick Brandt. Barely got out of the infield, but the Hawks get another run, 6-0. Credit Sheehan with the base running there. That ball is popped foul, but over the backstop. 0-2 to Evan. Kryn walked and scored in the first inning.
That one's just behind the press box, putting at concessions for your $1, thanks to Michael Thorsten Insurance Agency.
Kaplan did get over to third on the throw home, incidentally, so pitch outside to Evan, 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. And inside corner, Evan freezes up, and he knew it going back to the dugout. Strike 3. So the Hawks are done in the second inning, but they get one more. We're through to complete. 6-0 Hastings. We'll be right back.
Number 7, Max Monteith.
Okay, Max Monteith is going to start off against Gavin Oddman here in the top of the third inning. 7, 8, 9 due up. Gav has faced 6 batters and retired them all so far. Good start for the number 8, the right-hander. Strike in. 0-1. And breaking ball catches at the knees, 1-2, we believe. Yeah, we think we missed a pitch there. We're all trying to decide. And umpire concurs, 1-2. That's away, 2-2. Three ground outs, 2 strikeouts, and a flyout induced by Gavin Oddman so far for his 6 outs. Shout out to Nick, who's out in the crowd somewhere today.
Someone's pocket just got a little bit heavier, courtesy of the Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
Off speed is popped up into right field and put away out there. It's Dennis out there in right. One away.
Now batting third baseman, number 10, Jack Matzik.
Jack Matzik, number 10, third baseman. Right-hander will step in to face Oddman. And there's a strike across the corner. And off speed, swing and a miss, strike 2. And off speed just tries to drop it in on him and misses high, 1-2. And there's a sharp single up the middle. So much for that. So much for that idea, as the skipper Sean Matson is known to say. He's the first base runner of the game for the Pirates. Gavin pretty much on cruise control so far. Only 29 pitches through 2 1/3 innings. See now that he's going into the stretch, see if that affects him at all. As the first pitch is right across the outside corner, strike 1. Oddman looked pretty sharp so far. Nice looking off speed, dropped right in over the inside corner, 0-2. Sorry, the score bug does not appear to be updating. There's a little roller to shortstop, over to second for 1. Turn is not going to be in time, but the Hawks do get the lead runner on a fielder's choice, 2 away. So 2 away, that'll turn over the lineup to Severson. Struck out looking to start the game. First ball misses outside, 1-0. That is fouled off. 1-1, 2 outs here, top 3. It's 6-0 Hawks, just to update you, because I don't think the correct scoreboard is coming through. So try to be coaching to that and keep you updated. Bunt laid down, but foul, and 1-2. That was on strike 1, so that's going to be 1-2. I wasn't sure if that was strike 2 he was doing it on there for a sec, but no, that was 1-1 count. One and two, 2 outs. Prescott hitting in the top of the third here, high and tight. 2-2. Here's a line shot. It's going to be right up the middle. Second hit of the inning for the Pirates. So solid single for Severson, the leadoff hitter. First and second now, 2 down. It's going to bring up Joaquin McGee for his second AB. Oddman looking in at McGee. That first pitch is kind of grounded in the hole to shortstop. Throw across, and good reception by Johnny Teglin at first. Good play, first of all, going into the hole by Kaplan and making that play, and then a long, tall stretch by Johnny Teglin, making himself as tall as he possibly can to grab that ball over at first base. Those two guys have both been playing well for the Hawks lately, even in the midst of this kind of little losing streak. And they connect for the third out of the top of the third. Through 2.5, 6-0 Hawks. We'll be right back.
Hawks maintain the 6-0 lead in the hole. Reinhardt on deck. Teglin is batting number 1 for the table. And don't forget, folks, big sessions is over Burger. Fox Hot Line, 12 sessions every day. Get free bars. And beer, but don't try to get it after 21. Because we got Jess on the game over there.
Okay, Bruce, refreshing that scoreboard again. Let's see if we can get that working. Working on some new things there. Also, correction last inning. We were talking about some things from the starting lineup got switched around. I gave credit to the wrong person. Kane Sheehan making a great stretch at first base. So, Sheehan, sorry I tried to steal your credit from you there. Johnny Teglin out in left field. And that first pitch from Taylor Pagel's hitting to short center field. And the ball is not going to be able to be handled by the center fielder. He had to come a long way in to get it. Kind of was a little nonchalant about it. Put his kind of glove out sideways, and it just kicked right out of it. So Pagel down at first base reaching on error for the second time today.
Now batting number 6, second baseman Ben Teglin.
You almost wish he was catching again so he could have his son come in and run for him. Honestly, that's courtesy run. But already, as we said, caught the first game against for the Hastings Hurricanes in their game, so that would be asking a little bit much. It's high and tight, and Benny ducking out of the way of that. He'll take a little trip back there and has a little joke for the dugout. Benny's quite the character, always something to say. 2-0 is up high, 3-0. So, yes, second reaching on an error for the. Are they going to score that as a hit? We're going to score that as a base hit, according to Bruce. And there's a strike, 3-1 to Ben. Okay, looks like the score bug is updating, so thanks, Bruce. Getting this figured out in real time as 3-2. And that is rolled to second base, fumbled, but recovered in time to step on the bag in the 6-3 double play. So Brady Block coming across with the ball, fumbled it, but managed to scoop it bare hand and complete the 6-3 DP, 2 away.
Now batting number 21, Dennis Reinhardt.
Here's Reinhardt, 2-run single back in that big 5-run first for the Hawks. Takes a ball outside. And that is outside 2-0. So I think I finally got the Hawks defensive alignment straight. Dennis in right field. 3-0 to Dennis. Takes one at the knees. 3-1. Down and away, and Reinhardt draws a 2-out walk, reaching base for the second time. Veteran presence just finding a way to get his job done. When needed, called to play the outfield.
Center fielder number 3, Jack Zaleski.
Pitched a couple innings, I think, on earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken. I think he pitched in that Red Wing game. One 0 to Jack Zaleski, and now 1-1 on the as that catches the inside corner. That one is hit fairly sharply, but right at the center fielder, and that'll do it for the Hawks. 2-out base runner notwithstanding, Hawks to go down pretty quietly in the top of the third after 2 pretty loud innings. We're through 3 complete, 6-0 Hastings. We'll be right back. Okay, top 4. Gavin Oddman back out to face Barrett Temmers. Grounded out his first time up. Takes a ball here. There's a chopper. Fair ball. I thought that was going to go wide of the bag, but it must have gone right over the bag and past Kryn into left field. So Timmers will be aboard with just kind of a bouncing single up the third baseline. Hey, I'm told I can see the comments in here, so if anybody has any comments, go ahead and throw them at me on the air. Also, as the kids say, make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it. It probably helps that algorithm thing that they always talk about. There's a little grounder going to be through between shortstop and third base. So 2 quick base hits for the Pirates to start things off in the top of the 4th. First and second, and that's going to bring up Dylan Gossman, pitcher. So first and second, see if Oddman can bear her down here. Nice off speed, gets Gossman swinging over the top of it. Oddman's looked pretty sharp today. When he gets in trouble, it's usually because he has control problems, but he's been around the plate all game long. There's another good off-speed breaking pitch right across. Looks like he was spinning the curveball in there, just big 12-6. And another one is just rolled up to shortstop. Kaplan's going to have nowhere to go but first. It was just too slow and kind of caught part of the mound, too. So both runners will advance, but the Hawks get the first out of the inning. 6-3 on the putout. 2 runners now in scoring position, but the Hawks, I think, in that situation, just get that first out. Got a comfortable lead. Going to bring up Brody Temmers, the catcher. There's another good breaking pitch right across. He's really had that working good today. He dropped that right over the inside corner, strike one. Really been able to throw that that breaking stuff for a strike. Misses inside with that, but when he could do that, you know, and been working a little bit backwards today. Obviously, that pitch is feeling pretty good for him. 1-1. Here's another cut and a miss, another big breaker. Temmers swings and misses that. 1-2, goes back to the same pitch again and strikes out Temmers on 3 pitches. This made him look, kind of made him look bad on that last swing. Just knew he had him fishing, and it looks like, I don't know, Temmers looks like might be a younger kid, so maybe somebody with a little bit less experience. But Gav goes right at him and attacks him and gets a big second out there, keeping runners at second and third base, and 0 on the board for the Pirates. One more out to get, though. It's going to be Max Monith, the first baseman. Starts off 0-2 to him once again. And that is popped foul and out of play. 0-2 still.
That hit does not need Michael Thorson Insurance Agency, but they're giving you $1 for getting that foul ball back to us.
Oddman has the sign and just misses up and away. 1-2. And just reaches out and getting a piece of that to stay alive is Monith. Pitch like, I think he might have gone something breaking slider maybe. It looked like it was breaking down and away, and Monith just got a piece of it to stay alive. And that misses outside, 2-2. Two is through the hole and up the middle for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Throw coming into the plate is going to be too high, and Prescott is on the scoreboard. Just a sharp single up the middle that Kaplan cannot quite get to, and the Pirates are on the board. It's 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning, but Monith, kind of a good battle there between the two of them, fouled off some pitches and finally found something he could handle. Shot it straight up the middle. So 6-2 now. And first pitch to Jack Matzik, misses ball 1. That is fouled wide of Prescott's dugout. 1-1. Oh, thank you very much. Got a comment there that you've got somebody enjoys listening to the game. Thank you very much. Good pitch on the outside corner, 1-2. Ruth Ottoman, 4041, 4041, appreciate you. Swing and a miss. So Prescott does get 2, but Oddman gets the strikeout to end the threat. We're through 3.5, 6-2. Hawks will be right back. All right, Kane Sheehan going to start things off for the Hawks here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 base hits already for Keene and a run scored. I will actually give him credit for that and not to Johnny Tegland. Ryan Selesky listening out in the crowd today. Trivia, are we riot? Yeah, absolutely. We're working on it. We're working on it, Ryan. We think we got that 328 grill. We got something lined up over there, we're thinking. I know somebody who knows somebody on that. 2-1 to Sheehan here starting off the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-2 Hawks leading. Sorry, we're still, again, thought we had everything settled with the little score bug there, but still having trouble getting it to automatically update. Supposed to update as Bruce does his iScore automatically over there, but not doing it for us right now, as we have a full count now to Sheehan. And strike 3 called at the knees, 1 away.
Now by number 36, Max Kaplan.
So here's Kaplan, a strikeout and a single. 1 for 2. And first pitch is popped up, short left field. It's going to be the shortstop drifting back and putting it away for out number 2. Just kind of a high pitch that Kaplan got underneath and popped out just short left.
Now batting number 10, Johnny Tegland.
So 2 away, here comes Johnny Tegland, RBI single and a flyout. Here's a big cut and a miss, strike 1. That is hit pretty sharply down to third base, but routine play across, and the Hawks go down in order for the first time this afternoon. 1, 2, 3. We're through 4 complete. Score is Hastings 6, Prescott 2. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back at you for the top of the fifth inning. And first pitch is inside, ball 1-2. This is going to be Evan Korkendorfer, the 9-hitter. And that pitch misses for a ball. And there's a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. All right, Ryan, looking for a little bit of baseball trivia. I'll oblige. I think we've got a kind of an odd one, a little bit of an odd story. Who has the MLB record for wins in a season? The MLB record for pitching wins in a single season, as that one is fouled off to the right, 2-2. We'll bring that answer to you next inning if nobody knows it, and if somebody did, boy, I'll be pretty impressed. I'll buy you a beer and concessions. If somebody can get that without looking it up, you have to promise you're not looking it up on Wikipedia. If you know that off the top of your head, I'll definitely buy you a beer next time you're concessions. Dennis Reinhardt Jr. as there's a little chopper out to second base. Benny Teglin throws it across, one away. Denny McLean, Derek, is the last person to win, the last man to win 30. That is correct, but this was way more than that.
Back to the top of the order. Now batting number 3, Justin Severson.
And there's a little line shot that's going to be through past Sheehan at first base, and leadoff single for Korkendorfer in the top of the fifth inning.
Now batting number 6, Joaquin McGee.
There's a strike, 0-1. And another line shot up the middle for a base hit. So 7th hit now for the Pirates, all singles, but after getting the first 7 batters, now Prescott finding a little bit of success against the Hawks starter. And Derek did point out, of the 7, most of them are right back up the middle. It's been at least 4 or 5 of them, I feel like. There's a breaking ball, just misses. Maybe inside, ball 1? There's just a little nubber of a breaking ball, strike 1. 1-1. And 1-1 just misses low, 2-1. Another pretty close pitch. This is Joaquin McGee, who has grounded out twice, 0 for 2, left fielder. And there is a chopper toward shortstop to second for 1. Relay to first, not in time. Hawks do get the first out of the inning. Korkendorfer moving over to third. Severson retired at second, 6-4, and McGee aboard on the fielder's choice. So 1 away. There's a breaking ball, swing and a miss by, that is Barrett Temmers. That is a little flare out to center field is going to drop in for a base hit. Another run is going to score. Korkendorfer comes around, and it is 6-3.
That was Brady Bach. Now batting number 11, Dylan Gaussman.
First pitch misses inside to Gaussman. Ball 1. And just a little half swing there, strike 2. And just a little nubber at the plate to stay alive from Gaussman. This is Gaussman. I apologize. I've been one batter off trying to get myself situated here. And swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the Pirates in the top of the 5th inning. Excuse me, they do get a run across on a couple of hits, leave a couple. We're through 4.5, 6-3 Hawks. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back at you for the bottom of the 5th inning. Sorry, a little technical difficulty with you there last inning. We've just gotten rid of the score bug because we can't get it to keep updating. So we will just try to keep you as abreast as we can and then figure that out for the next game. First pitch to Brandt. First 2 pitches to Brandt are down low. And outside 3-0. And fouled back and out of play.
There's a buck courtesy to Michael Thorson that almost made it into the press box.
That is popped foul out of play up the over the Prescott batters or Prescott dugout. Excuse me.
Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
Payoff pitch high and away, and Brandt draws a leadoff walk. Brandt 1 for 1. Doubled and then had that sacrifice fly that he picked up because Sheehan really alertly came in from third base on a pretty shallow pop-up in foul territory.
Courtesy runner for the catcher at first base is number 2, Cooper Pagel.
Cooper Pagel will come into courtesy run for the catcher, Brandt, and get his gear back on. So Evan Krinn up for his third trip. And slaps that one foul up the third baseline. Krinn has reached base twice. He walked, and then I didn't write down what he did the second time, so that's on me. That catches the inside corner, 0-2. No outs here. Bottom of the fifth inning. Hawks leading at 6-3 over the Prescott Pirates here on during the River Rumble during Rivertown Days 2026. Down and away, 1-2. 102 pitches now for Gossman. 78 for Gavin Oddman, who kind of started laboring a little bit in that last inning. We'll see if he comes back out for the sixth or not. Pagel goes. Throw down to second base is offline, and Cooper Pagel is going to be in with a stolen base. And Krinn goes down looking on the call. I did not see that. My apologies. So Taylor Pagel, who's reached on an error and singled, hits one pretty well out to left field, but well foul.
Oh, I think Dewey's going to beat you guys to that $1 courtesy of the Michael Thorson Insurance Agency. He was gone with the bat.
Oh, and one is high and away, 1-1. And there's a strike, 1-2. And that is back to the pitcher, and now they've got Pagel in a pickle going back to second base, and it's going to be thrown away. Cooper is going to third base. They had Cooper Pagel, I should say, caught off the bag, so going to be a fielder's choice and an error. And Pagel is going to end up on Cooper Pagel, I should say. There's Taylor Pagel is going to be on first, and Cooper at third. So, yeah, had to ball right back to the pitcher. They had Cooper dead to rights, but then as he's retreating to the bag, ball is thrown away into right field. So first and third now, Hawks get a break, 1 out.
Now batting number 6, Ben Tegland.
Ben Tegland takes a ball. And cut and a miss, 1-1. One and one out here, bottom of the fifth. Hawks leading at 6-3. And there's a swing and a foul tip. Caught. Strike 2. Pop foul and out of play. Benny will take a little circle around the batter's box. Struck out and bounced into a double play so far, so a chance for Benny to play to run, and strike 3 called outside corner. Pretty generous outside corner, but it has been a bit generous today. So Teglin is retired, and there are 2 away. So it's up to Dennis Reinhardt. He's reached twice, singled and walked, and drove in 2 runs his first trip. Another RBI chance for number 21. Takes that pitch high for a ball. And that is down and away, 2-0. That catches the outside corner, 2-1. Fouled back and out of play, 2-2 to Dennis. 2 away here. The Hawks threatening. Pagel's on the corners. Cooper on third. Taylor at first base. And that one is through the hole, and Dennis has his 3rd run batted into the day. Have a game. Dennis Reinhardt reaching 3 times and coming up big for the Hawks to get another run on the board. It makes it 7-3. Didn't do anything fancy. Just got something he could line into left field.
Batting number 3, Jack Selesky.
That's going to turn it over to Jack. Walked and flown out twice. 0 for 2. Scored back in that big 5-run first for the Hawks. Breaking ball hangs high, 1-0. That one is hit out to center field. Hit pretty sharply, but hanging up there. It's going to be put away. Another line out to center. So Hawks do push 1 more across, leave a couple men on base. We are through 5 complete, 7-3. By the way, your trivia answer, Charles Old Hoss Radbourne won 60 games back in 1884 for the Providence Grays, was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in the Old Timers Committee in 1939. He also won the National League Triple Crown that year, leading the league in ERA and strikeouts, and led the Grays to the 1884 World Series title, pitching every inning of the 3 games. So there you go. There's your trivia there for Ryan Selesky on the fly, Charles Old Hoss Radbourne. All right, we'll be back with you for the top of the 6th in just a minute. All right, we're going to be back at you for the top of the 6th inning. Number 8, Gavin Oddman, is out there to at least start the top of the 6th. Only 78 pitches for him. And throwing the bat down the line is Max Moneth as he swings and misses at strike 1. Little pine tar there. 0-1, good-looking bunt, but just foul. Actually thought it was a good-looking bunt, but ended up not being very good. About the right strength that you want, but pretty foul. Yeah, Tony Kaiser's not here, so blame the grounds crew. I don't think the grounds crew would have helped that one. It was just kind of the angle. Your geometry was off a little bit on that one. 0-2, breaking ball hangs high, 1-2. Zach Simon, we got warming up in the bullpen, I'm hearing. And there is a swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Throw down to first to complete the strikeout. Had him fooled on that one. Monith's retired, 1 out. Strikeout number 6 by my count for Gavin Oddman.
Now batting 7, Max Monteith.
There's a strike. 0-1. This is I'm off. And there's swing and a miss. 0-2. Breaking ball misses high. 1-2. Popped foul and out of play. 1-2. One and two is hit sharply into left field, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Nicely cut off over there by Johnny Tegland in left field, getting it in quickly to hold Monith to a single. So 1 out base runner for the Pirates here in the 6th. Jack Matzik, third baseman. Coming up for the 3rd time and hits one past the third base, thrown away by that is Kaplan at shortstop to allow both runners to advance. It's going to be an infield single. Kaplan had to go way into the hole to get that ball, but just kind of airmailed it over to first base to allow both runners to move up. So infield single, error allowing both men to advance. And 2nd and 3rd with 1 out we are at Evan Korkendorfer, the 9-hitter. So 7-3 Hawks, but the Pirates threatening yet again here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch is down and away, 1-0. And there's a strike across, 1-2. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That's up high, 2-2. 91 pitches now for Gavin Oddman. Working here in the top of the 6th. Hawks holding a 4-run lead, but Pirates threatening with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Only 1 out. There's just a little loop and liner pass. Tegel at second base. 1 run's going to score. Runner had to hold at second base to make sure that Benny did not get that. So second runner Matzik will be held at third base, and it is 7-4 Hawks.
Top of the order, number 3, Justin Severson. And thanks to our Hurricanes friends, we got a couple guys going around to pass the hat. So yes, they are the legit guys doing that.
So top of the order, Severson takes a pitch down and away, ball 1. Just a little nubber that is going to be an infield hit. It high chopper to the right side. Oddman leaped for it, but it went over him. Ben Tegel at second tried to scoop it with his glove and get it over to Sheen at first base, but not in time. And it's just going to be another little infield single. Run will score, and it's going to be 7-5. Prescott pulls closer, putting up 2 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. And there's a strike. Actually caught a piece of McGee's bat, I believe, for strike 1, foul ball. Breaking ball up high, 2-1. And that breaking ball is up high again, 2-1. Hawks leading 7-5, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Prescott already has 2 runs in. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-2. Oddman cruising early, but starting to labor a little bit here as he's getting up towards 100 pitches. And good block behind the plate by Brandt. Yeah, 12 singles for Prescott. Just kind of all added up all of a sudden. And nothing particularly smoked, but just, like I say, taking them back up the middle, finding spots, doing the little things. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So McGee is retired. Oddman gets the second out of the 6th. So here's Barrett Temmers, second baseman. First pitch to him, breaking ball, misses high. Oh, we got a shout out from Adam, chemistry in the chat. Getting a little Go Hawks, getting a little caw going in there. Appreciate that. And half swing managed to hold up, 2-0. That was number 100 for Gavin Oddman, based on the scoreboards count, if you believe Derek's scorekeeping. And that one is past the shortstop and into right field. Throw, get in quickly by Benny, is going to hold the runners at third base and keep a run from getting in. Good job by Johnny Tegland out in left field. Not a normal outfielder, doing a good job getting in there quickly and getting that ball back in. Nope. So that's going to load him up for Brady Black. First pitch is down and away, ball 1. So 13th hit, all singles for the Pirates. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th after the Hawks jumped out to that early lead, 5-0 in the first inning. It's 7-5. Hawks still holding on, but Prescott charging hard here during the River Rumble. Just a little excuse me nubber to Tegland at second base. Throw across. They get him in time. That one almost looked like it might be slow enough to cause more trouble, but Benny does a good job charging in, getting it, and throwing it across to get that third out. So Pirates get 2, but leave them loaded. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-5 Hawks. We'll be right back. Okay, bottom 6. Kane Sheehan gonna take the plate against against Gossman. That is Dylan Gossman. I was about to say Kevin Gossman, I believe a former MLB player. That pitch is fouled off to the left, 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. That is rolled up to second base. Sliding on his knees and thrown across is the second baseman. That is Temmers there to get Sheehan one away.
Up at number 36, Max Kaplan.
First pitch is fought off to the left.
That is a long trip to earn that dollar from Michael Florson Insurance Agency.
Cap 1 for 3. Single, pop out, and a strikeout. That one catches the outside corner, 0-2. Kaplan disappointed with that as he heads away from the plate. It was pretty low and pretty wide. There's been a fairly generous strike zone all afternoon. And that is fouled back, 0-2. Again, pretty high pitch there, but having to guard against a little bit of a larger zone. I think Kaplan makes a wise decision to fight that off to stay alive. That's down and away, 1-2. And down and away, 2-2. Bruce and Derek working over here to get the scoreboard fixed. I think we got some gremlins up in the press box. We've had trouble over with our broadcast. We've got trouble on the scoreboard, all kinds of stuff going on. It's a high chopper foul, knocked down by the first base coach of the Pirates over there. Yep. 2-2 is just a little fister. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. He kind of almost bounces over his head, but he managed to get control of it and keep Kaplan at first base. But Kaplan just dumping a single the other way for the Hawks' 9th hit against 13 for Prescott. That's after the first 7 batters of the game were retired by Gavin Odom. He's just been kind of fighting with them all the way since then, tooth and nail. As Johnny Tegland, his 4th AB, single, RBI single, and a run scored in 3 trips for him, 1 for 3. And there's an off-speed, drops down, and Johnny swings over the top of it, 0-2. High and away, 2-2. And Johnny fights that one off. Stay alive. 134 pitches for Gossman so far. Still out there. Both starting pitchers still in the game. Gavin Odman over 100 as well. And that is a roller past second base. Kaplan had to stop and let it roll right by him and into right field before he advanced to second base. So kind of taking a page out of the Prescott playbook. Just a couple singles, nothing fancy, and Hawks have first and second. Something going here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Got a 2-run lead, but they started off 6-0 after 2, and Prescott just been slowly chipping it away here. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. And that is a strike on the outside corner to Nick Brandt. Doubled, singled, and had a sac fly. And so a couple runs, an RBI. Pretty good game for him so far. 0-2 as he takes a big cut at that pitch. Down and away, 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. And that's a little roller, diving stop, and cannot be controlled by the second baseman. He stopped it. Error, I guess. It's a hit. We're going to give it a hit. We're hometown scorers. It made him make a sliding play to even get to that ball. So we're going to give Nick Brandt his third hit of the game, and that is going to load him up. Pretty good play, honestly, over at second base by Temers, just stopping it. He almost made the play to throw out Brandt at first base, but couldn't control it in time. So first pitch to Kryn is straight out to center field. Should be deep enough to score the run. They're going to hit the cutoff, and they got Johnny Tegelin hung up, and that's going to end the inning. But the Hawks do get that run home. It should count 8-5, as it did score well before Johnny got tagged out. I think he was trying to bluff off of second base and look at going to third there. Prescott decided to cut the ball early. Lucky that he didn't get tagged out, honestly, before the run got home. So credit Kryn with a sacrifice fly to center field, and the Hawks get their 8th run of the game. Tegeland is tagged out on the bases, 8 to 6 to 5, we'll say, close enough. And the Hawks are done in the 6th. They do get one back. We're up 3, 8-5 after 6. We'll be right back.
Batting number 11, Dylan Gussman.
All right, we're back at you for the top of the 7th inning. Zach Simon going to relieve Gavin Oddman. First pitch is high and away. Oddman, 6 innings pitched, gave up 5 runs, all earned, 13 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Breaking ball, good breaking ball over the inside corner, 1-1. Simon will start off facing Dylan Gossman, the other pitcher who's up over about 130 and shows no signs of coming out at this point. High and away, 2-1. Unless somebody else has been warming up and we haven't been paying attention. Derek hasn't seen anybody warm up. Big breaking ball catches the outside corner, 2-2.
Nice pitch, kid.
2-2 delivery, goes back to the breaking ball, and Gossman gets a piece of it and sends it into the forest. Way foul down the third baseline. Alligator Alley or Bull Snake Boulevard. 2-2, half swing holds up. First base umpire says no, full count. Payoff pitch is just a little pop-up. Crin's got it, one away.
Now batting number 22, Brody Temmers.
Here comes Brody Temmers, the catcher. Been a victim of strikeouts 3 times to Gavin Oddman. See what Simon can do, and gets inside. Thought it hit him for a second, but apparently just went around him. Ball 1. Big breaking ball drops right in again, 1-1. High and away, 2-1. And inside, actually, breaking ball gets behind Temmers that time, 3-1. And comes with a fastball, just misses a little bit low, it would appear, and Temmers is aboard with a 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. It's going to bring up Max Moneth, first baseman.
Max
Monteith. Corrected by Bruce there. Hawks leading by 3, top 7, 1 out, runner on first. First pitch is in the hole, received by Kaplan, throws across, but it's going to be high and get away. Would have been a tough play, so I think we've got call that an infield single. Runner will advance to third base on the throwing error by Cap. Went deep into the hole, got it, kind of double clutched it for a minute, and then tried to rush his throw a little bit and just kind of overthrew it. So, base hit, error, getting the runner to third base, and first and third, here comes Jack Matzik, takes a strike. Breaking ball sharply past the third baseman, Crin, and into left field. And that's going to be a run scored. Temmers comes around. And Matzik is aboard.
Batting 17, Evan Cockernuffer.
So first and second, 1 out. 8-6 now, Hawks leading. Here comes Korkendorfer, takes a strike. And breaking ball is through the hole between third and shortstop. Tegland up with it. Nobody is going to score, but everybody will move up 1, and they're going to be loaded for the top of the order, Justin Severson. Just kind of continuing what they were doing against Gavin Oddman for the last few innings of these Pirates, just finding spots and continuing to fight at the plate, and 16 hits, all singles, I believe. I do not believe there's an extra base hit on the board yet for Prescott. And there is strike 1 to Severson. And that is popped up into short left field. Johnny Teglin's got it. It's not going to be deep enough to score anybody. And 2 away. So 2 away, Joaquin McGee coming to the plate. Inside pitch does not quite clip McGee. Thought it in danger of that for a minute, but he moves out of the way. Ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's a good-looking breaking ball. Drops over the inside part of the plate. 1-1. McGee 0 for 4, 3 ground outs and a strikeout. Breaking ball, a little pop-up is going to be dumped into center field. 1 run is going to score. Throw to the plate. Brandt cannot tag the runner. Made a diving effort to get him, but could not get him, and it's going to be tied up. Just once again, just finding a space, just a little flare pop fly into short left field, and 2 runs coming to score and tie this ball game 8-8. So we get a wild one here in the River Rumble between these 2 teams. Down low, 1-0 to Barrett Temers. "17 hits now for Prescott. After 3 scoreless innings, now they've gone 2-1, 2-3 to tie this ball game. That one is popped up in foul territory. Sheehan chasing it. He will not have room as it hits a tarp just outside of the fence and bounce back into play. So strike 1.
Sorry, that canopy over there prevented a $1 foul ball from Michael Horson. But it's good for shade.
1-1 is fouled straight back. 1-2. That one is up in the air to center field. Selesky has it, and that'll do it for the Pirates in the 7th. But they put across 3, tie it up. We head to the stretch, 8-8 ball game. We'll be right back.
And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. Top of the 7th recap. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. The Pirates tied up at 8. In the hole for the Hawks. Reinhardt on deck. Teglin, your next batter is number 31, Taylor Pagel. And don't forget, folks, concessions is still open. Burgers, brats, hot dogs. All sorts of cool, refreshing beverages, including a couple malt-based seltzers over there. Tropic Punch and Great Ape. Unless, of course, beer is your thing. Then we've got Busch Light, Michelob Golden Draft Light, and
All right, we're back at you for the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be Taylor Pagel against the new Prescott pitcher, Brody Temmers, who will move from behind the... No, I'm sorry, it's Barrett Temmers. Excuse me, Barrett Temmers is the pitcher with ball one, and then he puts one right into Pagel's ribs. So Pagel will reach for the 4th time. No hits, but fielder's choice. Actually, he does have a hit. He does have a single, reached on an error. So Pagel been aboard all game long today. It's entering his 15th inning of baseball on the day, and we're going to have a pinch runner coming over there. Looks like Gavin Oddman is going to... I don't know if that means the Hawks are going to drop the DH and Gav is going to be in that DH spot, or exactly what we're doing, or exactly how that works. But in any event, Gav is overrunning at first base, and it's going to be Benny Tegland. Squares to bunt, pops one up, but the pitcher kicks it foul and then throws it away. Collision at first base. Ben is on the bag. Heading to third is going to be Oddman, so just kind of a screwball play over there at first base. I mean, at the very least, it's either a hit or a sacrifice and an error. I don't know which way you want to do it, Bruce, but just a little pop fly bunt, just in a weird spot, kind of over the pitcher. He was getting over to first base, and kind of Benny went around where the ball was at first base. Two Prescott players ran into each other, and the result is first and third, and Dennis with a chance for another RBI here. Already got 3 on the game. Up high, ball 1. There's going to be at least one error allowing Oddman to go to third on the play. Up high, 2-0 to Dennis. What are we scoring that, Bruce? Are we scoring it as a... Calling it hitting an error? Okay, so Benny Tegland getting a hit. He just bunted, to Bruce's point, he did bunt it into a very weird place, kind of almost into where it's not really a good ball for the pitcher and not really good for the first baseman to get to. 3-0 is, that was a generous strike one called. Pretty high and outside, but Dennis still up 3-1. It's all right, he wants another ribby anyway, I think. And there's a strike over the outside corner, full count. Eight ball game, but Hawks threatening here, bottom of the 7th. And high and tight, and Dennis will take a walk, and that's going to load him up for the top of the Hawks order, starting off with Jack Selesky. And time called, going to be a conference with a new pitcher, Temmers. And also, if Nick Oddman's out there listening, special thanks to him. I just took one of your Busch Lights out of the fridge, so much appreciated. Very professional as always here on the Hawks Radio Network. Oh, Rob Svoboda. Well, I don't need to thank him. He'll never listen to this anyway. Fuck him. I'm sorry. I tried to. No, I'm sure the 7-second delay got that. I think about half of it slipped out.
Number 3, Jack Selesky.
Making Bruce laugh on the PA here. I apologize. I'm not being very professional today. It's Rob Svoboda's fault for having that Busch Light up in the fridge. Let's be honest with you. That first pitch is down and away, ball 1. It's Rivertown Days. We're all having fun out here at Veterans Park today. 8-8 ball game. We got a wacky one going. Down and away, 2-0 to Jack. And swing and a miss, high fastball. Jack's mad at himself at that one. I think he feels like he should have let that one go by. Two and one, high chopper to second base, to short for one. That's all they're going to get. So the Hawks will retake the lead on a fielder's choice. They do get the first out of the inning with Reinhardt's going to be retired at second base, 4-6.
Now by number 15, Kane Sheehan.
Credit Selesky with the RBI, and Gavin Oddman will come around to score the 9th run of the game. Hawks retake the lead. High and tight, Kane Sheehan, ball one. I have a feeling we're going to have a wild one. Another wild finish coming up here at Vets. I feel like kind of one of the first games I was ever out here for was a River Rumble. Ryan Selesky potty mouth. Oh, yeah. That's hit well out into center field as this broadcast has gone completely off the rails, but Sheehan just smoked a 2-run double to left center field, and the Hawks are suddenly back up 3, 11-8. The River, you never know what's going to happen during Rivertown days, ladies and gentlemen.
Gift certificate from Applebee's Hastings. Now batting number 36, Max Kaplan.
So Hawks have gotten the 3 back that the Pirates got in the top of the inning, 11-8, 1 out, and that's going to Max Kaplan come to the plate. Hawks looking for more. Still only 1 out. Runner on second base as that pitch is up and away, 2-0. Yes, I'm reminded of the first Hawks game where I ever sat up in the press box was a River Rumble game against the Prescott Pirates, and I believe the Hawks walked that off like 11-10. It was in 2018, and it might have been our 3rd or 4th win of the year at that point in Rivertown days. So, yep, that's what sucked me in. That's why you guys are stuck with me on the air, and 3-1. So it all comes full circle, doesn't it? As strike 2 called to Kaplan, he was ready to throw his bat back to the Hawks dugout. That looked fairly outside. Payoff pitch, strike 3 called. Kaplan once again was getting ready to head down to first base, but umpire rings him up, and there's 2 away.
Batting left fielder number 10, Johnny Teglin.
Did Sean write a 24 on our lineup card?
That is popped foul off to the right. Strike 1 to Johnny Teglin.
Wow, that's like a 3-step $1 foul ball from Michael Thorson.
Down and away, 1-1. There's a strike called, 1-2. Up high, 2-2. And that's down and away, 3-2. Part of the 7th inning, Hawks up 11-8. Wild game over here at Vets. 5 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second. as that one is rolled over to second base, throw across, and that'll do it for the Hawks in the bottom of the seventh. They get back the three that the Pirates got in the top of the seventh inning. 5-1-0-0-1-1-3 on the scoreboard for the Hawks for 11 runs. 0-0-0-2-1-2-3. 8 runs on the board for the Pirates. 2 innings to go, and I'm sure the scoring ain't done yet, so stick around, folks. 11-8 Hawks. We'll be right back.
In the hole, Timbers on deck.
All right, top of the 8th inning. Pirates will face Jack Selesky, who is coming in to relieve Zach Simon. We've got Dennis Reinhardt moving to center field, and Gavin Oddman going to right. Johnny Tegland staying in left, and the Hawks will drop the DH. I do not believe there are any other changes around the field. I don't know how many more, honestly, available players the Hawks would have to make too many more changes than they've made.
Head on over to Concession Street, Applebee's gift certificate.
Yep, I do believe that. Rest of it is all accurate. So Jack will come in to face 4, 5, 6, starting with Brady Block. Selesky starting off out of the stretch. Delivers inside ball 1. And that is nubbed foul up the third baseline. Strike 1. Down low, 2-1. Here's a good-looking pitch at the knees on the outside corner, 2-2. Jack, of course, coming off Tommy John a couple years ago, just trying to get that arm back up to full here. In the second year after coming off of that, is down and in, full count to the leadoff hitter Block. And just down and in, ball 4. So leadoff hitter aboard. 6-pitch walk from Selesky to block. That's going to bring up Dylan Gossman.
Number 11, Dylan Gossman.
Top of the 8th, Hawks leading it by 3, 11-8. 8 runs, 17 hits, 3 errors for the Pirates, 11, 13, and 2 for the Hawks. I believe it's still 17 singles for Prescott. Don't think there's been anything for extra bases, as that one is in for a strike. Just making a lot of contact and just finding a lot of green and dropping things in front of people, and yeah. Here is a swing and a miss, strike 2. Pulled the string on him a little bit, had him out in front, did Jack there. And down low, 1 and 2. That one is going to skip back and over the backstop. So, and runner was between first and second, so I guess he just gets awarded second base then. He doesn't get an extra base off of that. As that one hit the dirt in front of the ground, and Brandt's been good back there. He's pretty much blocked everything, but that one just hit so hard, I think it flicked off of Brandt's glove a little bit and went all the way over the backstop. So 2 and 2. That one's fouled off to the right. Count will hold.
Couple dollars there from Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
Yeah, the wild pitch out of play should be a special Michael Thorson ball. That one is up in the air to right center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Another run is going to score. Just once again, right between left and center field, finding a gap, and Prescott has another run across. It's 11-9. New defensive alignment out there, different guys. I mean, Johnny Teglin in left field and Dennis in center. I've definitely seen Dennis play some corner outfield before, but I don't know if I've ever seen him in center field. So 11-9, that'll bring up Temmers. Squares to bunt, puts it right back to Jack. He'll throw over to first base. They'll get the first out. Runner does advance. So Pittsburgh, the Pirates give the Hawks their first out of the game. Prescott Pirates, the double P alliteration there. Obviously, their unis are very informed by the Buccos as well, black and gold, as Max Monith takes a strike on the outside corner. Inside, 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. Breaking ball hangs high, 3-1. And down low, ball 4. And also going to get away from Brandt behind the plate and let the runner advance. So that just kind of bounced between his feet and straight up in the air. Brandt was around looking for it, but couldn't find it. By the time it hit the ground, Gossman was at third base. So he advanced on a wild pitch. And first and third now, only 1 out. Tying run is once again aboard. Jack Matzik at the plate. not done with the craziness yet here at Feds this afternoon. 11-9 ball game, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, or top of the 8th inning, excuse me. Strike 1 into Matzik. Fouled back to the backstop, 0-2. Game started out looking like it was going to be a walk in the park for the Hawks. Gavin Odman got a 1-2-3 first. Hawks immediately put up 5 in the bottom of the first. Gavin Odman got a 1-2-3 second, and we thought we were off to the races, but Prescott refusing to go away, as scored in every inning after the third. As that is a chopper to shortstop, over to second for 1. The turn, not in time. Another run is going to score, 11-10. 2 outs, just not quite quick enough on that turn at the Keystone. And it's going to be an RBI fielder's choice for Matzik.
Not batting 17, Evan Korkendorfer.
So 2 away, 2 in, 11-10. And Evan Korkendorfer coming to the plate. 9-hitter has reached 3 straight times with 3 singles. So 18 hits up on the board for the Pirates, 13 for the Hawks, as that first pitch is down and in for a ball. That's fouled straight back to the backstop, 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. There's a good-looking pitch over the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Snap throw down to first. Runner gets back in time. Two and two, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Hawks clinging to a 1-run lead here, 11-10. And that is to shortstop, over to second, and that'll do it. Good job by Kaplan getting way into the hole very quickly, making what could have been a tough play look pretty early. Nice throw, easy, nice throw over to Benny Teglin at second base, and that'll do it. We are through 7.5, 11-10. The Hawks clinging to a 1-run lead. We'll be right back.
Don't forget, we do have concessions open still. Burgers, Box Hot Dogs, beer, Dairy Queen Dilly Bars, Big Pickles. All sorts of good stuff over there. Go say hi to Jess and Gino and the rest of the gang hanging out in concessions. And for those of you that are not aware, Rivertown Days is in full swing downtown Hastings. $20 gets you in the gate today, and this, of course, you got the $25 weekend wristband. Lots of music going on tonight. Then we got the car show tomorrow. Hawks play at 2 o'clock tomorrow. The craft fair goes on during the day as well, and along with the carnival. So if you need to do carnival games, that's always fun. Bring the kids down for those. I don't have the whole schedule memorized. So Rivertown Days MN dot. I think it might be .org. I don't know. Search Rivertown Days. Hey, look at that. We got a greeter appearance. Hi, Jason. Welcome. Good to see you.
All right, bottom 8th.
Leading off for Hastings, number 23, Nick Brandt.
Going to be Nick Brandt starting things off for the Hawks. 11-10 ball game. Only 2 innings where the Hawks haven't scored were the bottom of the third and the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Brandt is fouled at the plate. Strike one. Brandt doubled and scored in the first. Sac fly in the second. Singled twice, so 3 for 3 actually. Nice game for Brandt at the plate as he pops that one foul. It's going to get out of play. Roll almost right up to the concession stand. Somebody's going to have to walk about a foot for that one. Down and away, 1-2. Derek looking for more trivia. I don't know if I have any more lined up. We'll see if I can get some legit trivia for tomorrow, Derek. And strike 3 called. Outside corner. Brandt is retired. 1 away.
Your next batter, number 20, third baseman, Evan Corinne.
So here's Kryn. Sac fly his last time up. Also walked and scored back in the first inning. Takes down low for a ball. Looks like Cooper Pagel is in the on-deck circle. He'll get an at-bat next. Number 2. There's a strike, 1-1. And that just misses outside, 2-1. Just kind of a little fisted liner out to second base, caught for the second out. Got him right in his hands, I think, and easy play, 2 away. So now we have Cooper Pagel coming to the plate in the 7th spot. That is hit pretty well out to left field and is going to be down for a solid single. Hard round at first base, and Coop is aboard with a 2-out single.
Your next batter, number 6, Ben Tegland.
Here comes Benny, 1 for 4, singled and scored last inning. The Hawks getting those big 3 runs, which were all needed as Prescott came back with 2 in the top of the 8th. Pagel goes. They throw over to first, tried to time it, and the pitcher went back, and they are going to have Pagel picked off. Tried to time the pitcher's move home and does not get it right. Pitcher catches him out of the corner of the eye, is able to step off, throw over to first base, and Pagel is going to be caught stealing. And the Hawks go down in order, get a single, but only bat 3. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Can the Hawks put up a 0 and end it? Hang around to see. We'll be right back. Okay, top 9. Hawks leading by 1. Can they close it down? Been 5 innings since they've put up a 0. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th for the Pirates for their 10 runs. Hawks have 5 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 0 in the 3rd and the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, 0 in the 8th. 11-10 ball game. 32 total hits on the board between these two teams today. It has been an offensive showcase, that is for sure, and it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 that Jack's going to have to deal with to try to end this game. Start with Justin Severson. Up high, ball 1. Honestly, the bottom of the lineup has been as productive or more productive than the top for the Pirates so far, so we shall see what happens. Severson does have 3 hits, though, although he is yet to score a run or drive in a run. Oh, he does have 1 RBI, excuse me. Strike 1, 1 and 1. There's a swing and a miss. Gets him chasing a slider low and away. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. Here comes Joaquin McGee.
Now bat number 6, second baseman Joaquin McGee.
Started in left field, is at second base now, according to Bruce. I'll just take his word for it. I'm not 100% sure. They did, when the pitchers switched, everybody kind of did a little bit of musical chairs out there and took a new position as that first pitch is fouled away for strike 1.
That is 2 free airheads, courtesy of Michael Thorson Insurance Agency.
Oh, and 1 just misses down and away. Pretty good looking pitch. McGee managed to leave it. 1 and 1. And that one is popped foul. Sheehan over for a look, but is going to bounce off the bottom of the fence. Long run over there towards that fence from first base. Just wasn't high enough in the air for Kane to get over there and have a reasonable attempt at it. 1 and 2, though. Outside, 2 and 2. And that one is down low. Going to skip back to the backstop. Full count to McGee. Payoff pitch. Just a little nubber right back to Jack. He'll jog halfway over to first, throw it over to Sheehan, and they're 2 away. High chopper that Jack is able to flag down and get the second out, and it will be up to Barrett Temmers to extend the game for the Pirates. First pitch is skied to left center field, heading back, and everybody is arguing. I don't know what happened out there. I couldn't see it from here. They're saying it hit the ground. The 2 outfielders collided with each other, and one of the umpires made the safe motion that the ball was not caught, kind of right in between Tegland and Dennis out there. Hard for me to see from my vantage point. Sean is coming out to have a discussion with them. They kind of tangled into each other, and then Johnny held his hand up saying, like he had the ball, started immediately hearing yells from Prescott's dugout. He trapped it. We see the safe call from, I believe it was it the base umpire that made the call, or was it the home plate umpire? I'm not 100% sure. They're out discussing it. Runner's still standing on second base. Hawks' two outfielders are still standing together. They are saying no. They're saying that it is in play and the game will continue. Again, from my vantage point, I apologize. It was way too far away for me to see what was going on out there. I think the only two people that, that know for sure, or the only people that know for sure are out on the field. But in any event, tying run is now in scoring position, whatever anybody may think of it, and it's going to be Brady Black, excuse me. First pitch to him is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Just a high fly ball, kind of right between both of those outfielders. And again, neither of them really that experienced in the outfield, especially in their positions. Dennis has played some corner outfield. That one is up in the air to left field, and Tagland had it, drops it, throws to home, and safe. Like a kind of a line shot, Tagland running in, cannot squeeze it, and the ball hits the ground, and we have a tie ball game. Over to second is Black, and it is 11-11. So Hawks with a couple of chances to end it here, a couple plays in the outfield. Again, like the first one we don't know about, but that one, Johnny definitely had a chance to close the glove on it. Cannot do it. So, hey, man, like I give mad props to people that are playing out of position and here all the time and trying to do the best they can. But in this case, it cost the Hawks, and we have a tie ball game. Still, go-ahead run now in scoring position, and Gaussman at the plate. 1-0 from Selesky. So now Jack has to get an out. Little chopper right back to him, and that'll do it. Throws underhand to Sheehan, and that will do it. So we are through the top of the ninth inning. Pirates get a run across, and the Hawks with a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Let's face it, no way this game was going to end up without a walk-off. So we will be back in a minute, see if the Hawks can get one more and get this thing done. We'll be right back.
Off the bottom of the ninth for Hastings, number 6, Ben Tagland.
Okay, we're back for the bottom of the ninth. All 11s on the scoreboard. 11 runs, 19 hits, 3 errors for the Pirates. 11, 14, and 3 for the Hawks. And it's going to be Benny Tagland fouls the first pitch off for strike one.
$1, Michael Person, insert something witty.
And swing and a miss, strike 2. The other unfortunate part about we're saying Pagel getting picked off to lead to end last inning is you're one batter farther away from the top of the lineup and your premium hitters here. But let's see if 8 and 9 can get something going. Dennis Reinhardt's been having a heck of a game. See if he can continue that. As 1-2 to Benny is down and away, 2-2. Ben 1 for 4 as well. There is a roller. Third baseman has it. Throws across. Teglin is retired. 1 away. That's going to bring up Dennis. 2 singles and 2 walks. 3 RBIs. Just a good day at the plate for Dennis, working in spot duty in the outfield.
Center fielder Dennis Reinhardt Jr.
First pitch is in for a strike. Single walk for Dennis in order. So it looks like he's due for a single this time. See if he can keep that string going. Down and away, 1-1. That's popped foul and out of play, 1-2.
Thanks, Mike.
One, 2 is down and away, 2-2. Up high, 3-2. So full count to Dennis, 1 out here, bottom 9th, 11-11 ball game. And that's Pie, and Dennis reaches for the 5th time. 3rd walk of the ball game. So winning run is now on first base for the Hawks, top of the order up with 1 out. Jack Selesky will be the first one up. Chance to give himself the W here with an extra base hit. First pitch is up and away. Catcher bluffs back towards first base, but Dennis is back, 1-0. And that's just a little popped fly out to short right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Dennis playing it about halfway. He will end up on second base. So kind of same thing that Prescott's been doing all day, just finding spots in that outfield. And Jack gets a Texas League single. I believe that's his first hit of the game, if I'm not mistaken. And we are going to have a pitching change. Can be number 10 coming in to bat. So we'll take a minute while he gets warmed up. This is going to be Jack Matzik coming over from third base to pitch. And Hawks are 2 bases away from winning this game with 2 outs to go. Kane Sheehan up next, and we'll be right back to bring that to you. Okay, Sheehan's up first and second.
Number 15, first baseman Kane Sheehan.
Chance to win it for the Hawks here. Bottom of the ninth. What's been a crazy river rumble between the Hawks and the Pirates. Sheehan a couple of singles tonight. That one is bounce to second, over to short for one. Return throw in time. Double play, 4 to 6 to 3. Sheehan is retired, and we will go to extra innings. We'll be right back with you for the 10th inning in just a minute. Okay, back at you for the top of the 10th, and first batter, that is Brady Temmers, pops up. The first pitch is caught in foul territory by Sheehan, and there's one away.
Number 7, Max Monteith.
And Monteith is up now. First pitch to him is a ball. And down low for another ball. Been a while since the Hawks have held the Pirates off the board in this game. Third inning, in fact. So Jack Zaleski trying to, and that is wide of third base, strike one, foul on a foul ball down there. Try to get that first zero up there since the third. Give the Hawks another chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th, 2-1. And that catches the outside corner, 2-2. Inside corner, strike 3 called, 2 away. So that's going to bring up Jack Matzik. Now started off the game at third base. Now pitching, pitcher of record for the Pirates. And that first pitch is out to right field. I believe it is Cooper Pagel out there now who came in a step and then retreated and put it away. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Hawks. They're first zero since the third, their first clean inning since the second. Hawks with another chance to walk it off. 11-11, heading to the bottom of the 10th. We'll be right back.
Now batting number 36, shortstop Max Kaplan.
Okay, Max Kaplan going to lead things off in the bottom of the 10th inning. 11-11 ball game. That one is hit out to right field. Chasing it backwards is the right fielder. One pitch, one out. Believe that's Korkendorfer out there, if I'm not mistaken. They have moved a lot of guys around, have Prescott.
Johnny Teglin.
Here comes Teglin with one out here. Chopper down towards third. Fielded on a hop. High throw across, but received over at first base. Two pitches, two outs. And that's going to bring up Nick Brandt.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Nick Brandt.
Three for four is Brandt. Couple of runs, RBI. That's down and away, ball one. And that catches the outside corner. Strike one, 1-1. And swinging a foul tip, 1-2. Swing and miss, strike three. So both teams go down 1, 2, 3 in the 10th. And we are heading to 11. 11-11. 11s are wild. We'll be right back. All right, top 11, 11-11 ball game, and it's going to be
McGee on deck. Severson now batting 17. Evan Kokendorfer.
it's going to be Kokendorfer, the 9-hitter. It looks like is going to start things off against Jack Selesky in the top of the 11th inning. First pitch to him is down low for a ball, 1-0. 11-19-3 for the Pirates, 11-15-3 for the Hawks on the scoreboard. And inside, 2-0. Down low, 3-0. And down low, ball 4. So leadoff walk on 4 pitches. And that's going to bring it up to the top of the Prescott order to Severson.
Justin Severson.
Kryn pulled in at third. They're looking for everybody is pulled around. They're looking for a bunt here, it looks like. He does square. Runner goes down towards second base. He's going to be thrown. He's going to say he slid under the tag. So the ball was there in plenty of time. They're going to say he slid under the.
Screw up every base call. That's terrible.
So stolen base. It's going to end up being a stolen base there. So runner is now on second, but he squared to bunt. Runner was off the bag and throw was down to second base. Ball was there in plenty of time. I don't know what they were calling there, that the tag was too high, and I'm not quite sure what the call was there, to be perfectly honest with you. In any event, ball 2 as it comes in high. And up and away, 3-0. Throw down to second base is runner gets back. Three and 0 is in at the knees. 3-1. And ball 4 is away. Throw back to second base. And runner is back in safely. I think ball was in time, but Cap had to spin around a little bit. So that time I do think he was back in under the tag. But it's going to be first and second. And here comes Sean Matson. Whole infield pulled in. See what the Hawks are going to do here, talking it out. I don't know if they've got anybody else warm or who even would come in unless somebody was warming up between innings that we did not see. Jack is going to stay in to pitch to McGee. First and second, nobody out here in the top of the 11th inning. A tie ball game, 11-11. Just all kinds, a little bit of everything in this one. Squares to bunt. First pitch is up high, ball 1. And that is bunted really well down the third base line, and there is going to be no play. Basically perfect. Died about halfway up the third base line, and they're going to be loaded up with nobody out.
Now batting number 5, Barrett Temmers.
So that's going to bring up Barrett Temmers. And Hawks are going to have to come in here. They do still have the bottom of the inning, but in this situation with nobody out, I don't know what else you do. There's a strike called on the outside corner, 0-1. I mean, you could try to concede 1 run to get 2, but without the normal infielders, it might be a hard turn. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and in. So got Temmers chasing that one, so Jack is now ahead, 0-2. 0-2 is down low, 1-2. And that is chopped foul up past the Hawks dugout. We get another 1-2 pitch. Hawks, of course, not wanting to spend any more pitching with a section game up tomorrow. So there's strike 3 called. Big out for Selesky. And there's one away.
Now batting number 0, Brady Block.
So here's Brady Block with 1 away. First pitch is half swing, says no, ball 1. There's been some barking between the Hawks dugout and the second base ump. That one is down and in, ball 1. Ball 2 rather, excuse me. And half swing, that time he definitely went. Home plate ump calls it, 1-2. 2-1. 2-1 is chopped foul wide of third base. Close play, just wide of the bag. Not by much. 2-1. So bases loaded. Tie ball game, top of the 11th. We've had a little bit of everything here today. 1-2 now to block. 2-2 now to block, I believe it actually is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 big outs for Jack. The Hawks will get to back up and try to get this third out. Just
Now batting number 11, Dylan Gaussman.
So here's Gaussman up to the plate. That's inside and down low, 1-0. One and 0 is tapped foul at the plate, strike 1. 1-1 from Selesky is tapped foul at the plate, 1-2. One and two, 2 outs, top 11, bases are loaded, tie, ball game. Selesky trying to work out of this bases loaded, no out jam, and keep the game tied going into the bottom of the 11th. And swing and a miss. Selesky stomps off the mound. Big pitching from him. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Jack storms back to strike out the next 3 batters. We head to the bottom of the 11th, 11-11. We'll be right back.
Number 20, Evan Corinne.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 11th. Bruce was playing a little bit of yakety sax there between innings, and I think it was pretty appropriate for everything we've seen in this game, a little bit everything. It's Evan Kryn going to lead things off in the bottom of the 11th frame to try to finish this thing off once and for all. First pitch to Ev is popped falling out of play. He will face Matzik, who came in the bottom of the 9th inning, I believe. Got that ending double play, and then 3 straight outs in the 10th. And that one is going to hit Ev, and he will be aboard. Didn't try to get out of the way, just kind of turned his shoulder a little bit, and getting a little bit of that Nick Horsch style hit by pitch. Learning from the master there. So here comes Cooper Pagel, hit a solid single his last time up, and then got erased on the base paths. Squares to bunt, it's way down and away, ball 1. Coop looking down to Mattson at third for the signs. Squares again, offers, and at a high pitch, and it's going to be strike 1. Fortunately, could not pull it back there. That was a high pitch, definitely out of the zone, but Coop did offer 1-1. And that one's called strike 2. Oof, that one looked like it was on the outer part of the plate, down and away. So, unfortunately, the bunting equation is possibly taken out of the Hawks' hands. 1-2. Popped up to right field. It's going to hang up there, and Pagel will be retired. Runner not able to advance, 1 away.
Batting number 6, Ben Tegland.
So here comes Benny Tegland. At the Wabasha Kellogg coach. Stepping in here. Takes a strike on the, again, extended outside plate. That's kind of been getting called all day, but it has been a pretty big strike zone. That is popped up short center field. It's going to be center fielder coming in and getting it. There's a 2 away. And that's going to bring up Dennis Reinhardt. Has reached base 5 times for the Hawks. Going to try to keep things going.
Batting center fielder number 21, Dennis Reinhardt.
Try to get Evan into scoring position and back to the top of the lineup. 2 outs here. Kryn got hit to open the inning, then a couple of flyouts. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That is skied in the infield. Second baseman over, he's got it, and the Hawks go quietly in the bottom of the 11th. We're through 11 to 11. We'll be right back. Okay, top 12. Once again, it's going to be, let's see, where are we at in the lineup? We are at, I think that is 22 Temmers up for the Pirates to start the 12th. Takes a pitch inside, and then another one inside, 2-0. And there's a strike at the knees, 2-1. And that is up in the air out to right field, and it's going to land just foul up the first baseline. Cooper Pagel running over there, can't quite get to it. Foul by probably a couple of feet, 2-2. Two and two is chopped out to shortstop. Kaplan's got it, throws across, and received over there by Sheehan, one away. Good job by him. Had to kind of get it up, pick it up off the dirt there. Good pick. One away.
Batting number 7, Max Monteith.
So here comes Monteith. One away. Up high, ball one. Breaking ball misses high, 2-0. And that's at the knees on the inside corner, 2-1. That's chopped foul wide of the bag, 2-2. We're in the 12th, 11-11 ball games, 35 total hits in the game and 22 total runs here on Rivertown Days Saturday. Swing and a miss, strike three. Jack working through, this is his 5th inning, I believe, of work.
Now batting number 10, Jack Matzik.
And Jack Matzik coming to the plate. That is popped up in the infield. It's going to be Benny Teglin putting it away, and 1-2-3 inning for Jack Selesky, giving the Hawks one more chance to walk it off. We're heading to the bottom of the 12th, 11-11. Okay, bottom 12, 11-11, top of the lineup up for the Hawks to try to finish this thing. And first pitch is fouled off to the right, strike one. 0-1 is hit to right field, slicing into the corner. That's going to be a fair ball. Jack is digging for second. He's going to be in standing, and the Hawks have the winning run on second. We get Jack's famous celebration at second base there, and Hawks are in business.
Folks, double check around you, see if you found a cell phone, get that turned into concession. Someone did lose theirs. Now batting number 15, Kane Shin.
We'll call that the wrist and spray celebration or something from Jack. I don't know quite what we want to call that. The celly, yeah, that was his celly at second base. It's going to be Sheehan now. Winning run 2 bags away. They're looking for him to bunt. He made no sign to do it there as that's high and tight. One and 0 is flared into left field. That's going to be down. Run held at third is going to be Selesky. Smart play there. As quickly up with it was the left fielder and back in. But tying run now just 90 feet away with Max Kaplan with a chance to be a hero.
36, Max Kaplan.
Third baseman looks like he's going to come in. I think, yeah, a double play would end the game. To Derek's point, they're going to walk. They're going to walk Cap intentionally and load him up. And that's going to bring up Johnny Tegland. Everybody's going to be in. Chance for Johnny to be the hero here and send us home.
Now batting number 10, Johnny Tegland.
Selesky at third, Sheehan at second, Kaplan at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 12th inning. Hawks need 1 to walk it off. First pitch to Johnny is down low, ball 1. Everybody around the infield. Infielders basically with their feet half on the grass and half on the dirt. Inside, 2-0. That is popped up into short center field. Actually, it's going to be the second baseman that's out to get it. Nobody's going to be able to advance. There's going to be 1 away. So that'll bring up Brandt with still only 1 out.
Now batting number 23, Nick Brandt.
Tegland can't get the run home. First pitch to Brandt is fouled straight back to the backstop, strike 1. That is hit to shortstop. They're going to go home for 1, and they're going to get it. And there are 2 away. Hit sharply, but right at the shortstop. Coming home 6-2. Getting Jack Selesky. And that's going to bring up Evan Kryn. 2 outs now. Prescott able to drop back.
Batting number 20, Evan Kryn.
So Hawks worked out of a bases loaded no out jam earlier. Prescott trying to match it. Evan trying to send the Hawks home a winner. First pitch to him is on the outside corner, 0-1. And that's a ball outside. Sheen at third, Kaplan at second. At first is now Brandt, and strike 2 to Evan Kryn. And popped foul. Evan stays alive. That's way outside. Great play by the catcher to keep this game going, as he had to get out of his crouch and spring almost all the way outside of the left-handed batter's box to flag that one down. Two and two, and Evan steps out as the pitcher was off the rubber. And it looks like we're back in and ready to go. 2-2 delivery is down and away. Pitcher wanted it. Umpire says no. It's a full count. So nowhere to put Evan. Full count. Everybody's going to be moving early. Payoff pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Hawks load him up with nobody out. Cannot score. We're going to need the 13th. 11-11 ball game. Okay, top of the 13th is going to be Kokendorfer starting things off for the Pirates against Selesky. First pitch is on the inside corner, strike 1. That is past Kryn at third base. He tried to make a play for it, but sharply hit ground ball, ticks off his glove and into left field. It's going to be a single for Kokendorfer, and runner is aboard with one out, or with nobody out, excuse me, to lead off the 13th.
Now bat number 3, Justin Severson.
So leadoff batter aboard, here's Severson. 21st hit for the Pirates. Squares to bunt, pitch high, ball one. And that is bunted foul. That was another high pitch he tried to handle, could not, and bunted foul. I think it might have hit Brandt and then skidded back to the backstop. 1-1. Batter's calls time, but is now back in the box, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. That is foul wide of first base, 2-2. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive, 2-2. Two and two is popped foul, and over for a look is Kryn, but it's going to get over the backstop and not a play, or over the fence, not a play rather.
One, dude.
I don't think he was in uniform, unfortunately.
I think he was intending to play.
Up the hill. Up the hill. I don't know, though. It's a dang good question.
2-2 is up high, 3-2.
Not very many hard hit balls either.
Payoff pitch is fouled straight back. And we'll get another one.
There's games where we have that many hits, so there's been a lot more hard hit balls.
Payoff pitch is fouled back once again over our heads.
Yep, over our heads.
Long run down the hill for that $1 from Michael Person.
Wonder how many ones we have left. I know when I came up here, we had
Another 3-2 is popped up into in the infield. It's going to be Ben Tegland putting that away, one down.
Johnny's going to need a vocal break tomorrow.
I really want to drink a water, but I have to pee, so I'm trying to debate what I want to do.
Yeah, that's the same problem I'm running into. All three guys in the press box are running into the same problem here where nature is starting to call here in the 13th inning.
I bet they want Joaquin McGee.
and thirsty, but don't want to drink anymore necessarily at this point. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1 to McGee. That is rolled out to shortstop. Steps on the bag for one, throws across, 6-3 double play, and the Pirates are done in the top of the 13th inning. Hawks with one more chance to winner. We'll be back in a second. Okay, bottom 13. It's going to be Cooper Pagel leading things off against the new pitcher for the Pirates, Evan Kokendorfer, who came in from right field, and a bunch of other people moved around. It's the same 9 guys. So first pitch to Pagel coming up. Is outside corner, strike 1. A little bit of that extended, little extended zone that's kind of been wide all day.
We're not playing in Prescott. That's where that ball was.
That's tight, 1-1.
He literally had to move his glove. He had to go like this. I know. I mean, breaking balls break, but good lord.
1-1 is hit to right field. That's going to be just foul. Couple feet foul down the right field line. Looked like Pagel was going to be able to dump one in no man's land, but just hooks it a little bit too far. So it's going to be 1-2. And that's fouled off to the right. 1 and 2 is fair ball down the first base line. It's going to go into the corner, and Pagel is digging for second. He is going to be in there with a stand-up double. Pagel reached out into the opposing batter's box and just gets a piece of that, puts it down the third base line, and puts the Hawks in a very advantageous situation to start the bottom of the 13th. Good piece of hitting from the high school junior there.
Now by number 6, Ben Tegland.
So here comes Ben Tegland. See if he is going to square to bunt here. Would not be surprised to see that. He does not. He hits one into short right field. That is going to be caught, and there is going to be one away. Yeah, I think Ben was trying to put that on the ground and move Cooper over to third base. Unfortunately, he got under it, and there is one down. Runner does not advance. It's going to bring up Dennis Reinhardt here, who finally was retired back in the 11th inning. Has reached base 5 times before that, though. I believe he's 3 for 3 with 2 walks or something like that. And that is fair ball down the third base line, and holding up at Sean looked like Sean was going to hold him and then try to send him, and kind of his momentum got arrested, so he decides to stay at third base there. Was hit straight down the line. So Dennis with another base hit, just really having himself a night at the plate tonight. Yes, that is his third hit to go away, along with 3 walks. So it is going to be Jack Selesky is going to be intentionally walked, and here is Kane Sheehan. Everybody in. Another chance for the Hawks to walk it off here. This worked for him last time, a couple innings ago, when the Hawks loaded it up with nobody out. This time 1 out. But they're all going to be in. Winning run 90 feet away. First pitch is away, ball 1. One-0 is down low, 2-0. Obviously nowhere to put him after intentionally walking Jack Selesky. That is the issue with doing that. You do set up a force at any base, but you put a lot of extra pressure on this young pitcher who's just come in. 2-0 catches the plate, 2-1. Two and one is tight. 3-1. Coming. And that is up the middle, base hit. Hawks are going to walk it off. Kane Sheehan is the hero as the Hawks win it 12-11 in 13 innings. Just a little bit of everything here at Vets today. Cooper Pagel gets the game-winning run after coming up in a big spot and delivering that double down the line to get things going. So props to him. Props also Dennis Reinhardt. 3 hits and 3 walks. Excellent showing from him. A lot of runs, a lot of hitting all around. 11 runs, 21 hits, 3 errors for the Pirates. 12 runs, 20 hits, 3 errors for the Hawks. The River Rumble is once again complete, and it's another crazy one as the Hawks win it 12-11 in 13 innings. It is going to be Jack Selesky with the win and Evan Korkendorfer with the loss this afternoon. And yeah, that's if you saw it, nothing else to say about it. Hawks managed to squeeze out a win somehow here on Rivertown days. Hawks back in action tomorrow. Rochester Royals coming to town out at Vets. We will try to get this broadcast going, or else we will hope to see you out at Vets Park. Hey, have a good night, everybody. That's it here from Vets. Hawks win it 12-11. Bye-bye.